So YouTube is in easy mode, or at least that is what my For You page on YouTube would have me believe. I have been inundated with videos that say YouTube is in easy mode. And this is not something which I entirely agree with, which is what I'm going to unpack in this video here. Do I think that YouTube is easy right now? No, I do not. However, I do think that YouTube is easier, but I would not go as far as to say it was easy. Now, we look at a lot of these videos that are going out lately, which are talking about how people have grown exponentially in a short period of time. They've monetized their channel in just a few weeks, or they're making X number of money within the space of like a 12-week period. It's all really, really impressive. But when I have taken a look, a deeper dive into these channels and I'm watching these videos, I quickly find out that this person has not started from scratch in the space of time that they are talking about. So sure, they may have gone from a certain number of subscribers to being monetized in like say a 4-week period, but when you cast back on their channels, they might have had a channel for like over a year and been slowly like beavering away, working out how to create YouTube videos before they finally land on something which takes off. They might see a massive amount of success in a short period of time, but that's very rarely from a brand new channel. And if it is from a brand new channel, 9 times out of 10 you're going to find out that person has had experience with another channel, multiple channels, or other social media experience. So what I'm saying here is take these videos with a big pinch of salt. I recently made a video where I looked at a couple of different channels. One was by the content creator Dodash. Now, I really enjoy her content and I think there is a lot we can learn from her and from her recent success. However, her recent success is born on the back of 4 years of experience on YouTube. Dodash talks about this in her videos. She's come under like quite attack from many other content creators saying that she's lying and she's misrepresenting her situation. But actually, I think she's being quite honest here. And the fact is that these kind of like headline thumbnails, like the clickbaity stuff, it really does like get people like clicking on the video and watching, hence clickbait. So if you put on your thumbnail like how I monetize my channel in 8 weeks and then in brackets underneath after 4 years experience on YouTube ahead of that, like no one's gonna watch that. So at the end of the day, what sells videos are these clickbaity titles, drawing people in, and if the content creator is honest, I think at the outset that their journey is a bit longer than the one that they're kind of presenting. So, you know, yes, my channel grew like massively in the last 12 weeks. However, I had been like learning the ropes beforehand, then like I'm absolutely fine with that. I've got all the time for that. What I think we don't have the time for, and what people are really disliking, is where content creators are saying, you know, that they've grown their channel, you know, I monetized my channel in 10 days, but not being honest about their experience on social media, the subscribers they've brought across from other channels, etc., which for a lot of us starting out from scratch on YouTube, we do not have. Now, I think what we can learn from all of this though is that YouTube is in a lot of ways easier than it was like 10 years ago or even 5 years ago. Now, when I first started out on YouTube, which was just coming up for 3 years ago now in February, I had to have a camera to create my content because my mobile phone at the time wasn't good enough. And if I'd had a better phone, it might have been good enough, but my mobile phone wasn't good enough. Now, modern day, like iPhones are awesome for creating content on YouTube. And in fact, what I use to create my videos now is just an iPhone. So it's easier in that respect. Like if you go back 10 years ago, you would have needed like a proper camera to start out on YouTube. You could not have created decent content on YouTube 10 years ago using a phone, okay? But now you totally can. Couple a phone with an external microphone, which is what I'm about to do. I've just ordered a mic to help me with my content creation. Then you get even better quality, and it's that sound quality that you need to concentrate on. So is it easy on YouTube right now? No, I don't think it is. I think YouTube will always be hard if you don't know what you're doing and you're just starting out. But does that mean you can't grow on YouTube? No, absolutely, I don't think so. So whilst there are like masses more content creators on YouTube, there are also like way more viewers. YouTube is growing at like a massive rate. So there are billions of people watching YouTube constantly, billions of views on YouTube like all the time. So you're a small fish in a really big pond when you start out on YouTube, and that's not a bad place to be. But it does take time to learn the ropes. And I think there are loads of ways in which you can make it easier for yourself. So when I first started out on YouTube 3 years ago, I found that like actually creating videos hard. I had to build up my confidence, and that does take time. But the more you do it, the better you get. And that is one thing that I have definitely found. Since I've pushed myself in the last 3 months to create more content for YouTube, I feel like my progress has just leapfrogged. It's got so much quicker. The more you put out there, the better you will get, the quicker you will get at it on YouTube. So when I was putting out like 1 or 2 videos a month, I was growing at such a slow rate, and everything that I would learn would take like so long to bed in, I'd almost forgot those lessons by the time it came to create the next video. Whereas now, where I'm creating multiple videos each week, I feel like everything I'm learning, I'm putting into action immediately and frequently, which means like it's really lodging itself in my nog, and I am able to like take that forward into my future videos. I also feel like my confidence in the past 3 years has developed massively anyway, and I absolutely have YouTube to thank for that. But in the last 3 months, where I've been creating so many more videos, I feel like now, where it would have taken me like multiple attempts to get started with a video, like I had to record my intro 3, 4, 5 times before I got into a video. Now I feel like I'm much quicker to get into the flow of a video. So as well as using my phone to record my videos, which has made YouTube like way easier for me, I also edit on my phone now. And I think that whole like minimal content creation style, which is really popular right now, especially in the like for midlife content creators who are seeking a midlife audience like me. I'm 41, I'm definitely making my content for people who are like me, older than me, around my age-ish, and I feel like for me, when I'm watching content on YouTube, like I don't need all the jazzy effects, I want the value in the content, and I'm perfectly happy to watch somebody without having like all the sound effects and jump cuts and everything. And I feel like that is like that authentic style, that minimalist style of editing is so great for us midlife content creators. Like if you're like me and you're working, you have children, you've got loads of other commitments and really little time to fit in around everything else in life to create YouTube content, then you need your editing style to be minimal. So that is something which is definitely making YouTube easier right now. We're going to go for easier and not easy. Because I think if you go into YouTube with that mentality of like, oh, this is going to be easy, then you will quickly be disappointed and you will give up. So I know, like I went into this particular channel, this is my 3rd channel on YouTube. I didn't think it was going to be easy because that was not my experience of my other 2 channels on YouTube. So one of which I am still putting content out every single week. It's still very much a part of my YouTube journey. I haven't grown any of my YouTube channels to 1,000 subscribers. I have not monetized any of my YouTube channels. But why I still keep turning up and creating content is because I have made that about more than growing a YouTube channel to the point where I have 1,000 subscribers and I monetize. Like for me, I have seen the benefits. In my nearly 3 years on YouTube, I've seen how that growth in my confidence, how the developing of my skills and my skills in presenting, etc., have directly transported across into my work life. And I can see how it has helped me be like in a position where I am now at work, when I'm more confident, I'm getting loads more compliments in my presenting style, for example. So I know the benefits are there. There are so many benefits to YouTube, and that is what spurs me on. If you're thinking that growing a YouTube channel is going to be easy, you're going to monetize that channel within 3 months, then I hope you do. But if you don't give up. In the last nearly 3 months on this brand new channel, I have put out around about 32 videos, and I have grown to 67 subscribers, which I think is amazing. Like, if you've got 67 people in a room and they wanted to talk to you about a particular topic, they wanted to hear your view, be a part of your community, how awesome would that be? So when you think about it like that, then, you know, 1,000 people is a lot of people. 50 people is a lot of people. And actually, if you can convince 10 people to come and speak to you, that is a lot of people. And I think we need to keep this like in mind when we're growing a YouTube channel. It should be about growing a community, putting out valuable content and enjoying the process, because you will gain so much more than just subscribers. So while I don't agree that YouTube is in easy mode or that YouTube will ever be easy, it definitely is easier to grow on YouTube than it has been ever before. And the tech is in part of what we can thank for that. If you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, like, I would definitely say to any of my friends and family who said, I want to start a YouTube channel, like, go for it, 100%. You will never regret it. There isn't a second in a day where I have ever regretted starting out on YouTube. And genuinely, I know people say this all the time and it sounds kind of corny, genuinely my only regret is I didn't start sooner. I wish I'd got on board with YouTube when I'd started thinking about it, which is about kind of like 5-6 years ago now, when I had my first son and started consuming more YouTube. That's when I started thinking, oh, I'd really love to create content for YouTube. And I wish I'd done that then. However, I'm so glad that I am here now. If you're thinking about starting out on YouTube, I would urge you just to do it. Your initial videos are going to be rubbish. Mine are completely rubbish. I still have them public on my original channel and they are very cringe-worthy, but when I look back on them, I don't cringe. I look back on them and I look at how far I've come and how much I've learnt, how much my confidence has grown, and I thank YouTube for that. You will not regret starting out on YouTube. The only way you can truly learn is to actually do it. And this is the biggest piece of advice that I think I have ever received on YouTube. Like, you watch all of the videos telling you what to do, but until you start actually doing it and putting it into motion, it won't lodge with you. You will not learn until you're doing it. So make the end of 2024, the start of 2025, the time when you start a YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.